Hey there, if you're a top performing conscious business person and feel like you've been working so hard in your business or career, but recently there's been a stall and you aren't seeing the results you want that you're used to getting, then this video is for you. Because here's the thing, it's not about how many hours you work, it's about the energy and the state of being you bring to your work that makes all the difference. And I'm going to show you why that's true, and more importantly, how to shift your energy so you can finally achieve the success, freedom, and fulfillment you've been craving. So stick with me, because we're going to go deep into the framework I use to help top performing conscious business people like you release resistance, align with their goals, and collapse the time it takes to get results. So let's go. Here's the big idea. Success isn't about how many hours you grind. It's not about hustling harder or burning the candle at both ends. It's about the energy and your state of being that you bring to what you're doing. So think about it. Have you ever had a day where you worked for hours like non-stop, but you still felt like you didn't make any real progress? And then on another day, you worked for just an hour or two, but everything just clicked and you accomplished so much more? Well, that's not a coincidence. It's energy and your state of being. When your state of mind, your mindset, your emotions, and even your subconscious beliefs are aligned, and they're aligned with your goals, you get into what we call, of course, the flow, right? That's when things feel effortless. Ideas come naturally and opportunities start showing up like magic. You know this because you've done it before, but recently it's eluded you. But here's the problem, and this is where most top-performing conscious business people get stuck. Look, you've probably been told your whole life that success is all about hard work, putting in the hours, grinding day in and day out. This is really popular right now. And hey, I get it. I used to believe that too. But let me ask you this. If hard work was the only factor in success, wouldn't every single person working 12-hour days already be a millionaire? We all know people who are working themselves to the bone, but are still stuck in the same place year after year. And we also know people who seem to have it all figured out. They're working less, enjoying their lives, and making massive progress in their businesses. There's even been times when you've done that exact same thing. So what's the difference? What happened? You see, it's not the effort, it's the resistance. Hidden resistance is the invisible force slowing you down. It's the limiting beliefs, the unprocessed emotions, and the subconscious patterns that are keeping you stuck no matter how hard you're working. If you don't address that resistance, it doesn't matter how much effort you put in. You'll always feel like you're paddling upstream, right? Resistance stops you from being in alignment with the most successful version of yourself. What I've seen in working with my clients over the last 15 years is that there are 3 pillars to business success, whether you're working for yourself or someone else. Now, the 3 pillars are your skills, your strategies, and your state of being, or self-concept, as Maxwell Maltz talks about in Psycho-Cybernetics, or Neville Goddard in literally all of his books. So you can have amazing skills and learn the absolute best strategies along with having all the credentials you could possibly need. But if your state of being is not aligned with your goals, your ride isn't going to be smooth, and it's either going to take you forever to get where you want to go, or it's not going to happen at all. Why? Well, because there's some form of resistance you're holding on to. Let me give an example. There was a client I worked with, let's just call her Sally, and Sally had been working 60 hours in her business, doing everything she thought she was supposed to. She was showing up, putting in the work, and yet her revenue was stuck at the same level for way too long. When we started working together, I could immediately see what was holding her back. That's one of my superpowers. And it wasn't a lack of effort, it was resistance. She had limiting beliefs about what she deserved financially, energetic blocks tied to past failures, and a deep fear of stepping into the version of herself who could truly succeed. Really a new identity, right? So once we addressed those things, once we cleared that resistance, everything changed. Within 3 months, her revenue went through the roof, not because she started working harder, but because she started working from a place of alignment. And this is why it's so important to shift your energy and shift your state of being. Without addressing resistance, all your hard work will feel just like you're spinning your wheels. But when you're aligned mentally, energetically, and emotionally, you collapse the time it takes to achieve your goals. Things that used to feel hard suddenly become easy, and it's like flipping a switch. And this is something that happens for my clients on a consistent basis. You could swap out Sally's name for virtually any of my clients' names, and their circumstances may be a little bit different, but in the end, when you release that resistance, everything shifts. So the next question is, how do you release this resistance? How do you shift the energy and align with your goals? Well, that's exactly what I help my clients do with something called the shift codes. Now, the shift codes are the foundation of all my programs and really everything I do with my clients. And you can check the links out there somewhere in the description here about how to work with me. But again, these codes are designed to address resistance at every level: mental, energetic, and emotional. It goes really deep. So let me break it down for you. So the first one is paradigm shifts. So here's where I usually start first. We challenge and break free from the limiting beliefs and outdated mental patterns that are keeping you stuck. This is all about rewiring the way you think so you can start seeing new possibilities. These paradigms are really structures or belief structures. And sometimes a paradigm shift is all that's needed to pop you out of resistance. Now, if that doesn't do it, then we move on to the next shift, which is energetic shifts. So next, we clear the hidden energy blocks tied to past experiences, fears, and subconscious resistance with the rapid release and activation. This is where you let go of the baggage that has been weighing you down for so long. And when you do this, you can finally start to move forward. So those two things, sometimes it's all that's needed. The last one is an identity shift. Finally, what happens is we shift into the version of you that already has the success, the freedom, and the fulfillment you desire. This isn't about waiting for success to show up. It's about being the person who attracts it effortlessly. The truth is, you can start with an identity shift right away. You could have that as your first go-to, and I teach my clients how to do this. And while there are a few that can jump right into their ideal version of themselves, most need one or the rest of the shifts to do this. So when you learn and work through these shift codes, you actually dissolve the resistance that's been slowing you down. You unlock flow. And when you're in flow, success happens way faster than you ever thought possible. Your state of being starts to align with the highest of your goals. Plus, once you learn these, you'll have the ability to use it for the rest of your life. Like, seriously, it is that powerful. Now, I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine what your work and your life would look like if you could let go of the resistance that's been holding you back. Imagine working fewer hours but getting better results. Imagine waking up every day feeling aligned and energized and excited because you know you're moving towards your goals with ease. This isn't just possible. It's what happens when you apply the shift codes. So if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start achieving your goals faster than ever before, I want to invite you to take the next step. Click the link where it is to connect with me and learn more about my one-to-one Level Up Accelerator and Concierge programs, where I'm going to walk you through the shift codes and help you release resistance once and for all. Because it's not about how hard you work, it's about the energy, it's about your state of being you're in when you're doing the work. And when you shift your energy, you shift absolutely everything in a really good way. I can't wait to help you make this shift. Let's do this together. So thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and share this with somebody else who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, remember, go out and live a no limits life.